knock. What's that loud noise, huh? Did you hear that? I think it's the zone. It's hammering nails. In your coffins. What? You don't like it? Well, this is just the beginning. Did you get that guy talking? What's his name? Lodochka?
Not yet, but I've got an idea. It works like a charm on folks like him.
Do whatever it takes. If we go back empty-handed, he'll throw us to the Chimera, no shit.
Copy. I'm on it. Stand by.
You killed him, right? That mercenary? What was it? He left to get some water. Said he'd waterboard me until I told him everything.
How did you end up here at Quiet's camp?
After the signal, they all packed up and left. Didn't even bother to check my bunker. So I decided to warn everyone off the island. I needed a powerful radio. I knew Quiet had one.
What did that walk guy want from you?
They were looking for the source of the signal, I guess. But I have no idea who they're working for.
What happened to Noontide?
After you left the island, first, Striders showed up, put together a small team. Dudney, Hors, a few others, and he ordered the rest to defend the island. He said the Ward would never forgive him for what he was about to do. But if he didn't, there'd be no more Noontide. So they left. And then there was the signal, and I can't get there, for the monolith cries out of my head.
Where did that signal come from?
Somewhere deep inside the shelter. I'm sorry I can't give you an exact location. My equipment didn't last long under that Psi exposure, just like the Noontiders. One thing's for sure, a blast that powerful doesn't just happen. There must be a device. Something from the monolith's past, probably. There's a problem, though. The vents at the shelter don't work. Underground rooms are filled with toxic waste gas. This place is already falling apart without Hors.
Horse is dead. I had to shoot him. He was about to kill Richter.
The man who attacked you wasn't Hors. My friend cherished life. Loved his life. Let others live. Choose between serving the monolith and taking a bullet. It would be an obvious choice.
How did a monolithian device end up in the shelter? Strider always tried to keep that stuff away from Noontide.
I can only think of one person. Faust. You know how much he clung to the past. I couldn't stand those sermons of his.
So I gotta fix the ventilation system to reach the source.
That's right. Hors just started working on it. I think he even ordered some parts from Quiet before he left. I've got his notes. You can have them. Core's had everything planned out, so you'll have no trouble figuring it out. One more thing. Right now, you can only get underground from outside the base, to the northeast. After you're done with the vents, head there.
Perimeter! The sphere is under attack! I repeat, we've got contact and need reinforcements! There's a shitload of them!
Shitload of what sphere? Stalkers?
Noontide! They breached our defenses already! Fuck! Sukin is leading them!
Sphere, please repeat. What's the status of your commander? Sphere, do you read? Over.
Ace, this is Lackheap. Noontide is storming in here like crazy. Definitely headed for the Dugan. We need immediate extraction. I repeat, we need a chopper in here now. We can't hold them off. I've already got a dozen heavy... Sniper, 2 o'clock. Open fire. Keep that fucker pinned down. Don't let him get his head up.
We'll be back soon. Everything's gonna be alright.
There's something going on over at the Sphere. Gunfire and shit. Don't want to freak anyone out, but they mentioned monoliths. Here's the plan. Those with enough zone experience, meet me at the bar. We'll figure out how to defend Zalissya if they decide to pay us a visit. No greenhorns. Stay put and don't try to be a hero. If you're scared, Warlock's got something to calm your nerves.
Equipment detected a Psi-field disturbance of immense power. Our field teams have already faced highly aggressive behavior from Noontiders. If they've returned to their previous monolithian state, we need to brace ourselves for the worst. The absolute worst.
You get me!
He's alive. And he helped him find the thing that scrambled Noontider's brains.
Good to hear. I've got some news too. I'll shoot you Scar's current coordinates. He knew you wouldn't leave the shelter empty-handed. Whatever you found, he wants you to bring it to him. He says it'll come in handy for his future plans. Keep an eye on him, Skif. I don't like those insights of his.
Found what you were looking for? Drop your gun and give me the device, now!
Did your men capture Lodochka? Why?
Yeah, he was the only one who knew where to find the monolithian device. Give it to me, or you die.
I don't think so.
Skif, come in. Did you get lost out there? Haven't heard from you since you left.
Some guys tried to take what I found at Faust's place.
Show me what you got. Maybe we can figure out what caused Noontide to become monolith again. I'm here, in my bunker. An emission is coming. Everyone take shelter. You can come out now. If you need a medic, you know where to find it. This is the end of Zalissya. Do not come here. The only thing you'll find here is death. I repeat, Zalissya is gone.
There you are, my good man.
I've got what you've asked for. It's amazing this lamp is still intact.
Okay. Business first, I get it.
I've seen what this piece of shit is capable of.
The ward is about to attack Dugal. Their best men are going to be there. This piece of shit would be very helpful in thinning out their ranks.
So we're back to the same old bloodthirsty plan, huh?
Ah, that's how the zone works. Some people have to suffer, so other people can stop suffering.
You knew all along, you son of a bitch.
Tell me, do you actually have some place to go back to? Or have you found what you were looking for?
Too many words. Too few answers.
Man. A long time ago, I woke up in the scientist's mobile lab at Yonov Station. They were good men. They fed me and took care of me, all while huddled together in a cramped little iron box. I wanted to help them, to find them a better place to live. During one of my trips, I stumbled upon the chemical plant. Yes, sure. Another brick monstrosity, but back then, it was like an oasis to me. So those good men moved there. It was the first Spark group. We kept to ourselves, minded our own business, even during that new faction war. Until one day, bam, 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 Topol, he was the first to die. Mace tried to warn us. Over here! But all he could do was wheeze. Spirit and I tried to escape through the workshop, and then the second assault squad burst in. Boom! But Snake had a grenade ready for them. Thieves rule and wardens rule. Boom! And now tell me, who holds the chemical plant now?
The ward.
Yes, the ward. I've kept away from any ruins ever since, except for the ruins of the Institute. Sure, you can take my bloodthirsty plan as paying off a debt. But this war isn't just my war. Yes, you. Him. You came to the zone looking for justice too, didn't you?
What's the point of all the sacrifice, Scar? All these victims.
What's the point? We're all to stand upon the sea. Through death, through darkness thus. I choose the nets that swallow me. This mortal coil failed us. Do what must be done, and the mystery will reveal itself. That I know for sure. As for you, just have faith.
Is the signal you're doing? You provided Lodochka with the emitters. Could you have supplied Faust as well?
Lodochka needed the emitters. Faust needed the emitters. The professor is a good man, and good men usually help each other, even when it comes to essential supplies. Sometimes they might not even be aware of it.
You stopped Dallin from replicating the Caribbean experiment. Why?
Feeling homesick, Skif? You shouldn't be. If Dallin had gone ahead with it, the entire zone would have become Cold Island, and you wouldn't be the only one left homeless. My only regret is that we acted too late. Much like you and Strider now.
What's the plan, Scar? What's our next move?
The plan is as simple as it gets. The Ward intends to destroy the zone, along with you and me, of course. But we're going to stop them. How? Easy enough. We're going to strike back. Starting with the Dugas for now.
What do you want me to do?
First, head over to our tech, Power Plug. He'll hand you the control emitter and give you the 101 on how to use it and where it goes.
Oh, and Powerplug's got a little present for you, too. It's time to stop hiding, Skif. Let the zone know you're one of us now. You still here, Stalker? Get going. Korshinov's rounding up his goons at the Dugas as we speak.
Do you know what Scar's up to?
I know what Scott told me. He's the kind of guy who only tells people what they need to know, even if they don't get it. Now that you're rolling with us, I'd say kick back and enjoy the ride. Stick to the plan, Skif. It's not every day you get promised a legit miracle, not some lab-brewed shit.
What do you know about the Dugas?
The Dugas' an old military facility. It's been used as a control and PDA relay station ever since the zone emerged. But what's really fascinating is the scale of the mess that's about to go down in there.
Is Scar always this mysterious?
Pretty much, but I don't mind it. The less people know about your plans, the better off you are. And it's working for us so far, given that we're all still alive.
Are you really itching to go after the Ward?
Yep. Ever since those assholes showed up in the zone bleating about the greater good of humanity. I know their type. Filling their pockets with that greater good. I hated that crap back on the mainland. Here in the zone, I can finally fight back.
Anytime.
You should have figured out by now that just asking questions won't bring you any closer to the answers. You're a man of action, Skif. So start acting.
Ah, there you are.
Scar told me to grab some scrap here.
Scrap you can grab. As for the control emitter, I'm handing it over as I was told. So it probably makes no difference to grunts like you. Don't mess with it. We've had a few accidents already. Now those accidents are either drooling in a corner or doing a little dance under the controller's spell.
What are all these preparations for?
We're planning a big surprise for the Ward at the Dugas. But in order for our mousetrap to work, we have to wind it up first. And that's where the control emitter comes in.
What do I need to do with the emitter?
There's an abandoned complex beneath the Brumming factory. Inside you'll find the device the emitter is meant to be used with. Your job is to hook the emitter up to the device. Then get the heck out of there. Comms might get wonky, but we'll know when the job's done, rest assured.
Supposed to stay on patrol here?
Zartov said we need to stay put until we get new orders. So we're gonna keep patrolling until our needs come. When the captain needs us, he'll get in touch. The rest isn't our concern. We've got an intruder inside the perimeter. Apprehend him immediately. The fucker opened fire. We got a few wounded. Eliminate the bastard.
Grenade out!
I know you're here somewhere.
Who's that?
Arrived at the Promin facility to locate and eliminate any potential records related to Project X and the team. I immediately discovered an archived audio recording of Dr. Orlov's initial successful test. It was a sheer stroke of luck that this data didn't fall into unauthorized hands, given that it was essentially in plain sight. Efforts are underway to uncover any other Project X materials, including those pertaining to the modification of the Dugas into a Psi installation.
Lost or something?
Located and secured fragmentary data related to the experiment to map the noosphere, including the location and interconnections of its synapses. The facility is in a state of advanced disrepair, with many documents lost to natural decay. Damn it. Much of the equipment is literally falling apart in my hands. The scant information... information I've managed to salvage will be documented only in these reports. Ouch! Hurts! Where the hell did this desk come from? Fuck! Am I lost or something? I've located evidence of the facility's modification to ensure remote control of the Dugar from that damned Malachite. These rooms aren't even on my map, and the Ministry of Defense and Secret Technologies called it a comprehensive briefing. Fuck, it's a combination lock. How am I supposed to know if there's anything related to sea consciousness in there? Just great. Now I need to figure out the code. What the hell was Dr. Orloff thinking? What was that? Who's there? November 8, 1976. Commencing stage 2 of the Dugar test. Launch in 3, 2, 1. Receiving C signal. Processing information. Shutting down. I believe we can proceed to the next stage. Nevertheless,